ribbons. We're keeping it black and white because we want that sign to pop. So I'm going to cut the ribbons at 14 inches. I did cut my mesh. Barbara, you can make a Mickey and Minnie for yourself. However, you can't sell it. I would not recommend selling it on Etsy. You could possibly, I don't want to give you guys wrong information, but I can tell you, when I was selling wreaths, I did sell Disney wreaths on my just local buy and sell, and they did really well. That's all I can tell you, because it is a copyright, okay? I am making this for myself, obviously, so I can't tell you what to do, but, you know, like I said, if you ask Christy nicely, she might paint you one, and if you want to make it for yourself, that's fine and dandy. If you want to put it on your local buy and sell page, you'll probably be okay. You want to put it on Etsy, I don't know who you are. I would plead the fifth. Anyways, so 10 by 10. I cut this mesh 10 by 10. It's really, really thin, but that's okay. We are going to cut our ribbons. We're cutting, I wrote it down, 10 pieces of each ribbon at 14 inches, okay? So you get out your measure buddy like Lori does, okay? This board is 15 and a half inches. The measure buddy, you pull out number 1. So the whole measure buddy is 8 inches long. So if you need to make 8-inch tails, you can just wrap around. Normally you don't need any smaller than 8 inches. So that is why it's 8 inches. Anita, our kits are coming out in September. So we have lots and lots of kits for you guys. So save your pennies. Okay, I'm telling you right now, save your pennies. You will not want to miss out on these kits. And I have lots. Anyways, measure buddy. I'm going to pull out number 1. Yep, they're coming in September. Tina, when's the first kit coming out? September 5th? I believe it's September 5th. Pull out number 1, and that is, when you pull it out, there's different 1-inch increments. Okay, so there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14. Is it the 8th? I can't remember. And number 2, when you pull it out, you can pull it all the way out so you have 20-inch tails from here to here. And then when you're done, you just put it in your storage caddy or whatever you use. Okay? Hi, everybody. Hello. No, I don't have the modified large boards. There is a thing. Obviously, there's a thing with us doing the modified boards. We're looking into it. And once we have it all fixed out, we will let you know. And that will probably be 2021 when we come out with those. Okay? So, let's do 14. I need 9. I've already did 10. No. I did 1 of each already on the board, because I wanted to make sure it was going to look okay, and I think it's going to look fabulous. So I need 9 pieces of 14-inch ribbon. So I'm going to put my ribbon in. Now this clip, you can use the clip. It comes with 2 clips, guys. One of the clips is actually an extra, okay? Because on the measure buddy, you'll see a little indentation right here. And the clip fits into that little indentation and in between these 2 lines so it doesn't move. Just like that. So the clip that you get in your package that's clipped down here, that's an extra in case this one breaks. Just to let you know. And you don't even have to use the clip if you don't want. You can just hold it with your thumb. So it's totally up to you. So you put your ribbon in, and we need 9 pieces. I'm going to flip this 9 times because from here to here is 14 inches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The modified board is with the center missing in the middle. And you would have got that from Irish Made Crafts. If you got any other boards that look a little bit different, have a little bit more holes, they're the same boards. We added more holes to the mold because a lot of people were, I'll just cut this. A lot of people were adding extra holes, so we saved you the trouble of putting extra holes in, and we did it for you in our mold. Okay. Verona, our mesh is coming on the slowest, with all the delays and everything that's going on because of COVID and everything is backed up. Our mesh is in Canada, finally. So we should be getting it probably Monday. It's been weeks. It's been at the wholesaler for weeks now. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so if you have extra holes in your board and it looks a little bit different, it's a good thing. We added extra holes to the character board. So the character board has 3 holes. And we'll be changing the pictures soon. And we have a new website launching next week. 1 website, not 2. It's going to be fabulous. The large board, the large flower, has extra holes, and the character board has extra holes. Okay? All right, let's get 9, else we'll be here forever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And while you're over there buying a board, spend the $12.99 and get your Measure Buddy. I'm telling you, it's the best $12.99 you'll ever spend. Okay, there is the polka dots. So we got Harlequin, we got, oh, don't you hate when this happens? Look. Look. Now I have to cut another piece. This sucks. We can't put more holes in the small board. Sorry, Pearl. There's just not enough room. And you really don't need more holes in the small board because the small board, the holes are pretty close together. We can't do 9 or more holes because of the cooling lines in the mold. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This ribbon is fabulous. And I don't know where I got it. I know, I hate wasting ribbon too. I can give you guys this SKU. This is awesome ribbon. It's got chenille lining along it, and it's just fabulous. Like, it's the perfect Jack Skellington ribbon. And it is, what's the code? RG0802702. So, type that in Google, and maybe you'll see it's in somebody's shop. It might be in the Wreath shop. It could be at Deco Exchange. It might be at Waterman's Law. I don't know. I bought it a while ago. How dare Arkansas interrupt my broadcast? Whoosh, yeesh. Don't they know who I am? Is this one your favorite color? Or your favorite ribbon? All right, another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what, Danisha? It's perplexing to me as well. I have no idea. You think with the long winters we have in Canada, there would be tons of craft stores because there's nothing else to do. Especially in the winter when it's freezing cold. People don't leave their house. You have 3 measure buddies? I thought I had a lot. All right, there we go. We're now close it up and just toss it into your thing. Okay, let's get our ribbons ready. Now, for the Franklin flower, I cut the ribbons different, okay? I cut the ribbons so they look like a necktie almost. So you know when you make that mistake in cutting your ribbons when you're trying to do a dovetail? That is what we're going to do for these ribbons. So you're going to take, you can take about 4 if you have good scissors. The cutting board I'm using is 34 inches and I got it at, I think AC Moore when they were open, or Amazon, one of them. So it's 22 by 36. I need a bigger one. That is the measure buddy, Patricia. Okay, so I'm folding it in half. And this time, normally we cut from the outside edge up to the corner, and that gives us our dovetail. This time, I'm going to cut it from the corner to the outside. And I'm going to cut it so it's about 1.5 inches. So I'm putting the edge of my ribbon on my cutting mat, and I'm going to put my thumb at 1.5 inches. Thank you. Could you hear it on the live?
No.
Oh. And that will give me the perfect point. I'm doing points this time.
I'm just making a David appearance.
Oh, you're making a David A. Franklin in the house. Where's the app? Woo.
Woo, woo. I don't know.
Woo, woo, David A. Franklin. You think somebody could open one? Well, that might just happen.
Open one.
A craft supply place. All right, there's we go. This is how we're cutting our ribbons tonight. I know it's going to really cause you guys anxiety cutting it the wrong way, but it'll look fabulous, I promise. Oh, they're handsome, Dave. What?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
That was Barbara Wilkins.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
Oh, no. The Southern Belle. Everybody sing, hey, Dave.
Hi,
David
hi,
A. Franklin. Hey. David Franklin in the house. All right, so let's get these to a point. So I'm doing it about a 1.5 inch. Fold it in half. Emily Armstrong won our prize. She's the one I went. Were you watching?
Yeah.
She's the one I went to the craft show and visited.
In Lancaster?
In Lancaster, yes. Maybe, Donna.
What?
You never know.
What maybe?
Might be one of the surprises.
What? What surprise? I love surprises.
You love surprises.
Yeah. What might be a surprise?
I don't know.
Or what she's saying.
There's no surprise for you.
I don't know what she's
You
saying.
just be gone with yourself.
What's
About having a craft stores or online stores for crafting in Canada.
I'd like one.
Would you?
I would.
Would you shop at it?
I'd like to do some crafts.
You would like to do some crafts. I thought you were the big bow daddy. Whatever happened to that?
I want to make a fountain.
I thought you wanted to make a fairy garden.
I do.
Guys, he wants to make a fairy garden.
Miniatures. I like the miniatures. No jokes.
Debbie made her first rose today. And how did it turn out, Debbie? Do you love it? Did you have that proud I made that moment? I hope so. Oh, Maggie Go used to live in Ancaster. We used to live in Stony Creek, which is not far from Ancaster. So once we get this all done, putting the wreath together is super quick and easy. It's cutting the ribbons. It's a little monotonous. Dave's going to open up a bakery. Yes, he made homemade pizza. I'm hungry. Actually, you should bring me some of that pizza down. I haven't eaten yet.
I'm going up the steps. I'm staying up the steps.
Oh. He made homemade pizza today. Vicky likes fairy gardens.
I like all the miniature. I see all these miniature houses too, like the miniature haunted house and dioramas and stuff. I don't know.
I am Canadian, so I know there's no Canadian craft stores.
That's what I said when Bubba moves out. I'm making a train room.
You're not making a train room.
I am too.
What do you think you are, Sheldon?
Yeah.
You're a dork, but
I'm
you're not making a train room.
I'm gonna play 24-hour midnight train to Georgia.
Oh my God, be gone with yourself. Don't you have something to do? Don't you have to go pick up Lolly or something?
No, I'm gonna see if Bubba will do that.
Why don't you get me food? I'm hungry.
You're busy too.
Because I'm hungry.
You're not gonna eat in front of the crowds.
No, I'll eat under the table where they can't see me. Oh, this sponge is too thick. You like those points. Well, you know what's, when I kind of came up with this, I did it by accident. And then I thought, oh, that looks like kind of like a flower petal. And then when I did it, it's like, if I do it in a point, you can actually see the ribbons. Like the ribbons you can, see instead of hiding them. Because ribbon's expensive. Why do you want to hide them? Okay, one more set and we're done. And then we'll whip this wreath together and we put Mickey and Minnie on their new home. Yeah, you could feed me. They said you could feed me. Oh. Okay, how many people have done that where you snipped your ribbons and you cut through the skin? Yep, that just happened. Now I'm going to hemorrhage and become anemic. Is my mom on? Mom, I just cut myself. I may or may not need a Band-Aid or some stitches.
Scissors are sharp.
Can you actually go get me a Band-Aid? It's starting to hemorrhage.
Where are Band-Aids?
Up underneath the sink in the main bathroom. Look, honey, I'm hemorrhaging. Hurry up.
Oh.
If you're a wreather, everybody's done that. You make that nice V cut in there. Actually, I think I might have Band-Aids here. Hold on. I do. Always have them handy. Oh, come on, Virginia. You didn't know I was going to do that. Because we've all done it. Look. I may need stitches. Oh, my God. Yep. We all do it. And it makes a beautiful V shape on your finger when you do it. See, nobody's going to mind if I eat and craft, they said. How about we cut it this way so my finger's not there? Sometimes I just don't think. All right, I'm almost done. Thank goodness. I don't want to lose any appendages. Oh, you did bring a piece of pizza down? Ooh.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't eat yet. I'm hungry. It's good, honey.
I know. That's why I keep making them.
I need a wabulent. That is so good. You make good pizza.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, yeah, we're always burning ourselves. I think I have oh, what's that spray stuff? I can't remember what it's called. The spray stuff when you burn yourself. All right, these are all done. Let's get this wreath together before I lose more appendages and everything else. Garbage. Gone. Okay. I got my board preloaded. Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. Now I'm going to do the daisy petal. I was going to use this mesh. Look how cool it is. It's really pretty. But I figured I'd use this mesh because this is, the Franklin flower is pretty much the only thing I'd ever use this mesh for because it's not the greatest. Oh, great, and almost 500 people watching me cut my finger almost off. Woohoo! Let's share that. Okay, get your 10 by 10 piece. I'm going to bring it up a bit. Move this over. Get your 10 by 10 piece. We're going to put it in a diamond. This is the daisy petal. Okay, and we're doing it with ribbon. So it just, that red is going to peek through the ribbon and it's going to give it some fullness so the ribbon's not so flat. The ribbon and the, well, the sign is the star of the show, but the ribbon, I want everybody to be able to see the ribbon, and you just wait and see. So corner to corner, this is our daisy. Okay, and this mesh, even though it's thin and crappy, it's really great for this petal. It really is, because it doesn't bulk up and everything. So we're going to go just take this right corner, go straight down, right? And then we're going to just, I'm just going to take the other left corner and bring it right over. And it's pretty much the Star Trek petal. So if you scrunched right here, this is the Star Trek petal that everybody uses and makes those great big beautiful sunflowers. But when you do that, look how you're going to cut all this mesh off, and you need hundreds of these. Nobody got time for that, especially me. So you'll never see me making a Star Trek flower. But it's a great petal to put in the Franklin flower. So what I'm going to do is I folded it. I'm going to put the seam side down. So I'm going to stick it through my zip tie because I did preload rows 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they're just normal, okay? And then I'm going to put a clothespin on the end here so I can get my ribbon ready. So I have a pattern going here. I'm just going to fold this over, pinch it in the middle, flip it up. So you're making like a V-shaped with your ribbon like this. And then you're going to put the end of your ribbon right inside the zip tie as well, on top of the deco mesh that you just did. So this little red point is peeking out between the ribbon. Okay, that is pretty much all you're going to do. So I'm going to alternate. Now I did pre-make some petals, so we won't be here forever. Corner down to the corner, fold is up, or the curl is up, straight down, and then just go right over, scrunch it. So this is what you get, almost like a spade. That's what it kind of looks like, a spade. Hi, Dean Lewis. How are you, my doll? Yeah, ribbons are 14 inches. I'm going to put this in, get a clothespin, just hold it there. So the next one I have is the big dots. The hardest thing about making this wreath is keeping track of the pattern. So, but if you use just 2 colors of ribbon or 2 styles of ribbon, you don't get as confused. And it doesn't take much to confuse me, y'all. You had me buried in my mesh. I was talking through the mesh to you. Joanne! That's your mesh talking. Okay, the next one is the stripe. This is a really cool ribbon. So if anybody finds it, maybe you can share it in Unique Wreath Makers, our sister page, because I honestly do not remember where I bought it. So can you see how the ribbon is going to be kind of the star of the show, and just the red is peeking out. And once we start layering it, it looks really, really cool. I buy my ribbon everywhere. I just bought a whole bunch from Ranch House Craft Supplies. I try to support everybody in the community. So I buy a little bit here, a little bit there. I buy from Waterman's Loft. I buy from Deco Exchange. Ranch House Wreaths. I buy from Kellen's Crafts. Wherever there's a good sale. Because that's the only time really I buy my ribbon is when it's on sale. Because I'm cheap. No, frugal. I'm frugal. A tornado hit Ohio? Oh my goodness. I hope everybody's okay. Did you see the devastation of New Orleans? Or not New Orleans, Louisiana? Holy moly. Damon sent me pictures of his parents and his grandma's house. Oh my God, it's just horrible. Horrible. So this wreath is pretty easy. So get your ribbons you're hoarding. You know, those pretty ones. Get them out and start using them. Yes, Michelle, I didn't really hear from her today. I've been a little bit busy today, but usually she checks in. David's warehouse is fine, but his parents and grandparents, or grandma, lives in Lake Charles, where the tornado hit, and it was just like, he was like my first thought when I got up yesterday morning. I think we're getting a bit of remnant too from Laura. We're supposed to. I know, I wish they would be marked where they're from. It would be so much easier, but I'm going to start selling ribbons. Believe it or not, I'm going to start selling some ribbons for my Canadian peeps. So, my load that is coming in for my Canadians, there's ribbon on it. Woot woot, there's ribbon. Most of it's from Craig Bachman. Hi, my Suzanne. Sue, did you hear from Monk today or what? I never even heard anything. I know she's coming home Sunday, but did she check in today? You received? Yes, I did have fall and Christmas like collection ribbon. But now that we got a new warehouse, we have a little bit more space. So I'm going to try my hardest, my Canadian peeps, to get some more stuff in, okay? And it'll be a lot easier once we get our new website up and running. Because the new website, we're going to have one website, and it doesn't matter what country you're from. You can order from it. So we're working hard. Oh yes, Wild Creek and Company, they're a good place to get your ribbon from too. But if you're looking to buy your mesh boards and everything all together, Deco Exchange, Waterman's Loft, Trendy Tree. Trendy Tree usually has some really nice ribbons too. But you can get all your ribbons and boards, that way you can save on shipping. Because most of them offer free shipping. So you can take advantage of that. Monkey was she alive earlier? I didn't even know that. I've been a little bit hectic today. Yes, I did know they had to cancel. Yes, I've talked to her since then. They did have to cancel the surgery. Y'all, it just kind of, when you hear stuff like this, like her friend's daughter is 39 years old. Like, really, like, that's just too young. And you hear stuff like this, and you think your life is so bad, and then it's like you hear stuff like this, and it's like, you know what? My life is not bad at all compared to what this poor woman is going through. Yes, I will be doing stuff with my Halloween centers and accessories and all that kind of stuff. I just have a lot of stuff behind the scenes I'm doing, guys. I'm going to try my best to do all kinds of lives come September. So, I'm trying. You Googled and didn't find anyone a tornado in Ohio. Yeah, Ranch House Wreath carries the boards too. And they actually have a really good sale right now. I don't know if you guys know that. Was it this week? Or was it last week? I can't remember who had a good sale. Somebody had a good sale. Alright, so the rest of the mesh I've already pre-done. So it's much easier when you pre-do it. I've put the little tiny elastics. Actually, I'll show you. Just in case you've not seen this before. You can pre-make these little petals if you go and get a 500 pack of these little elastic bands or rubber bands, whatever you guys call them, from Dollar Tree. Okay, they're in the hair section. So what you do is just fold your petal, scrunch it, and there we go. So I have a whole kind of bucket here. I've already done petals, and our ribbons are already done. So if you fold them in half, you can go even faster. Throw a couple on half. You did another order of modified. Very good. Did you guys see the picture of my wreath I did last night? It turned out so pretty. I couldn't believe it. Especially since I'm not very good at florals. So I'm telling you guys, if I can do something like that, you guys can do it. Yeah, a few centerpieces on YouTube. That's right, Kelly. Or Tina. I did a Halloween one last year. It was really cool. And I used it as a... It was more of a candy bowl. I made it as a candy bowl. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe I made that. And so easy, especially cheap too if you can get your flowers and make sure you get your garland on sale. All right, so we got big polka dot. The next one is a stripe. So it goes pretty fast when you have everything pre-done. And a little polka dot. You guys want, this is going to be so cute. Wait till you see. And I used the red mesh, not only because it was like crappy mesh, that was the main reason, but in the sign, Minnie's hair is white, or red. So with this little pop of red color, it's going to pull out the sign a little bit more and make it really pop. Someone has buy one, get 3 free. Really? Oh my gosh, Rhonda, what? I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Well, I hope she didn't suffer very much. Rhonda's mom just passed away from cancer this morning. Wow. Yes, so very sorry. Okay, we're going on to row 3 now. So I'm going to stick this in. And I'm going to start with the large polka dot and just work my way around. So we got large, then we need stripe. For these, I would recommend keeping with a even number of ribbons because there's even numbers of holes. So either do 2 ribbons or do 4 ribbons. Now I'm all kerfuffled. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is the new board, and you can see I'm just skipping this hole here. You don't have to use the holes. They're there if you have a project that needs more petal. Isn't this going to be cool? You're going to really see that center that Christy painted. So this is called, if you're looking for it on YouTube, it's called, I just called it the Franklin flower. It's just a combination of ribbon and mesh. And the ribbon is cut. I think it's called ducktail instead of dovetail. But it really showcases the ribbon nicely. So like I said, if you can keep up your pattern, that is the hardest thing with making this wreath, is trying to remember your pattern. So you could probably write it down and put it in front of you. Or I just keep looking, because I do get confused quite easy. Isn't it great that we have such a great family community? You know, you can find comfort even on Facebook, and you know, coming, obviously you're sad, but I'm hoping while talking about it, your death and the death and everything, that you find some comfort. Yeah, it would be fun. It would be great with 2 solid. You can use whatever colors you want. I did have a black solid here, and I was going to use it, but I like all the different shapes and everything, different patterns. Christmas garland is on sale on website for Hobby Lobby. Now the garland I used yesterday, it's just their normal floral, and I believe it's on for 50% off, although it's probably all sold out. Okay, next row, doing exactly the same. And I'll start with this one. So get all your stuff together. Like, get all your ribbons cut, get your mesh cut. If you can, pre-do the petals. It makes it go really fast. No heat sealing. Do not heat seal for this petal. This is exactly why I'm using this cheap mesh. Because you really don't see the mesh. You see the peak, the tips of it. And when you fold this mesh into this kind of petal, you don't have to worry about any frays. It's just peeking through. Look at me, I got lost track already. Okay. Big stripe. Oh, it probably is. But if you don't tell anybody the pattern's off, nobody will know. I didn't really plan this very well. We do have templates on our website. They're not the new board, but you can use the templates to help you out. The lolly petals, yes. The lolly petals take practice. They definitely do. Can you see how it's just the red tips are peeking out? It's so cute. But it makes the wreath a little bit fuller. There's Emily. Emily, you winded. You wind. You win a prize. Yeah, this is really pretty. Like, I'm looking in the iPad there, and the colors are just popping. Wait till I put the sign on, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. You're welcome, Emily. It couldn't happen to a nicer person. "14" is the length of the ribbon I cut. And you're gonna need 10 pieces. If you're doing 4 colors like I am, you're gonna need 10 pieces of each. Well, not colored, I'm using pattern, but if you were using colors, you need 10 pieces of each, okay? We're almost done. I know it's gonna look so fabulous when it's done. If I can just keep myself on the pattern here. Yes, it's ribbon. Ribbon, 14-inch ribbon, and I cut it so it's a point, almost like a necktie, right? And if you're a wreather, I know you've cut your ribbons at least once wrong and facing the wrong way. We've all done it. Okay, the last one on row 4, and then row 5, I'm just gonna go in with just ribbon. What's wrong with Patricia now? I missed something here. Hi, everybody. Hi, if you're just coming in. Doing a virtual. What are you doing virtual on Monday or Wednesday? Okay, row 4 finished. Let's cut off our zip ties. We're almost done, we're almost done. Hooray. You do not need to heat seal the mesh if you're folding the petals this way. Do not waste your time. Look how cool this is, even from the side view. So cool. Okay. Where's my sign? Now I did put one of these, oh shoot, what are they called? Cable mount things on the back, because I'm just going to put a pipe. Oh my gosh, look! I don't even need to put more on. I'm done. I'm done. I'm excited. I'm done. I forgot this is an 8-inch center. Usually I'm working with 6-inch centers and I usually have to do row 5, but I don't. Let's cut those babies off. So you don't need 10 of each. You need 8 of each color if you're getting an 8-inch. Oh my God, it's fab. It's fabulous. Christy, are you loving this? I am so loving it. All right, let's get a pipe cleaner and we're almost done. Wait to put it up. All right, so I did get a cable mount. You can buy cable mounts at any home store. I think they're in the electrical department. They're quite cheap. You can also, I would not recommend stapling for this because it's not very thick. What other way you can, sometimes I staple them. You could try and hot glue it, your pipe cleaner on here. But if you don't have cable mount, you can put hot glue around about 1/4 of an inch maybe from the outside and put hot glue all the way around and then just go down on your wreath and press and hold it. That's another way you can also put your sign on. I suggest maybe E6000 if you're going to do it that way. So do a little bit of hot glue and a little bit of E6000. That will give you automatic adhesion with the hot glue. And then the E6000 will give you permanent adhesion. And this stuff will not melt in the hot weather. So normally the problem is with hot glue, it melts and your stuff will fall off your wreath. But like I said, if you go in with hot glue and then some E6000, you get automatic adhesion, and then you also get permanent too. And this is where I need my glasses so I can see the hole. There we go. Look how easy that was. So I just super glued. I like this stuff for my cable mounts. This is called Gorilla Super Glue. And you just put a little, unscrew it and you squeeze these two. Just put a little bit on the back of the cable mount and then press it down and let it sit for about an hour. It's awesome. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, I'll flip this over so you guys can see. Look how nice and neat our back is still. See these two holes right in the middle of row 5? We're going to put our pipe cleaner right down the middle of that. First, actually, we're going to find our hanging holes, which are, they're 2 holes and they really don't match up with anything. On the front of the board, you'll find them chamfered or divoted in. Those are your hanging holes. And normally I just put a zip tie, or sometimes I'll do a hanger. Like last night I did a ribbon hanger. Just go down one hole, press up the other hole, and give it a little bit of a zip. And this is going to be your hanger. Okay, so you'll hang your wreath by this. Now if you're selling your wreaths, what do you put on the back? Trick question. What are you going to put on the back? And we want to make sure this is the top, where your hanging hole is the top. I ordered cable ties, but business card, that's right, or a sticker. I have, if you guys are, maybe, guys, listen, Linda. This is the busy season. People will be shopping, even though there's not craft stores. If there's not craft stores, they're going to be searching through Facebook Marketplace and everything. It's the busy season. Get some stickers, okay? I know a really good person that can get you some stickers or even make you a logo if you want. She is amazing. She's my friend Chris. Get some stickers made. Plop it on the back of your wreath. The buyer is not going to sit there and pick off your sticker. But when she buys her Halloween wreath or her fall wreath and she takes it off the door, she's going to want a Christmas wreath. Now she can flip the board over. She'll see your little sticker and she'll remember, that's where I got it. I need to call her or I need to message her. I need a Christmas wreath. I need a spring wreath. It's amazing how you can get business just by putting something on the back of your wreaths. So I'm making sure the top is up here. And so I'm going to make sure my Mickey and Minnie are going in properly. And what I'm going to do is take the 2 zip ties and just go down the center holes. That's it. Okay. Give her a twist. A couple twists there. Okay, we don't want anything sharp on the back of our wreath because we do not, pipe cleaners and stuff will scratch people's doors. They really will. So be very, very careful. When I was making wreaths before, and I know this for a fact because it happened to me, I had put pipe cleaners. I was making wreaths just like everybody else with the Dollar Tree frames and everything. That was a long time ago. But I was using pipe cleaners. And the pipe cleaners, they're wire. They scratched her door and she was angry. Actually, a couple people. They scratched her door and she was quite angry. And wanted me to repaint her door. True story. So, same with grapevine wreaths. Grapevine wreaths are beautiful. They're dirty, but they're beautiful. However, they oval. So I cut my pipe cleaner off and I stuck it back down in the holes. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Actually, I'm going to pump some glue in there because I want that sign to stick to the center as well. And a grapevine wreath oval. So you need to tell your customer that in the sun it will oval. Some people don't want an oval wreath. They want a round one. So just a little bit of tidbit of information because I used to sell a lot of wreaths, craft shows and all that stuff too. Oh my Christy, what do you think, doll? Now look, when you look at this wreath, what is the first thing you see? Not all the ribbons and everything. The first thing you see is my sign, and that is my goal. I wanted my sign to be the focal, and I wanted all this little extra just be extra. Look how adorable this is. So using pretty ribbons, cheap mesh, but the customer doesn't know it's cheap mesh. I think I paid $2 for this roll at the end of the season at Joann's. And some pretty ribbons. Look at that. Let's get down on. There you go, guys. Another way to make a really cool wreath without all kinds of bells and whistles. Keeping it, semi-affordable.